didn't know before, they do now. When a train is approaching a station on snow-covered tracks, stand back. This is why. As this train hit the deep snowbanks around it, left by the big storm, it created a mini avalanche. Checky Beckford of our sister station in New York has more of this video that's gotten millions of views and likes on social media.
You can see it coming. But Rhinebeck commuters likely never imagined just how huge a wave of snow this Amtrak train would kick up. What seems like an avalanche of snow would cover commuters standing on the Rhinecliff station platform Wednesday morning. One woman none too happy. A witness says some were knocked to the ground, one person even suffering a minor head injury.
Oh my God.
The video of the snowy onslaught making rounds on social media as commuters at Penn Station weigh in.
Oh, I would have ran.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, like you said, somebody got hurt.
Jesse Lewis questions the speed of the train as it approached the mound of snow in front of the platform.
Too fast for the conditions.
While we reached out to Amtrak for comment, railroad expert Gus Ubaldi told us over the phone the train appeared to be going at regular speed in order to clear the snow off the track.
It's a wedge-shaped plow, and that's why you see snow being blown, out of each side.
Ubaldi believes commuters should not have been allowed to stand so close to the tracks, much less record video.
The railroads should know what a speeding train is going to do when it comes to this flat station like that.
It's one commute these riders likely won't forget.
News 4 at 6 starts now.
Now at 6, President Trump trying to close his biggest deal yet. The blueprint for his first budget proposal is out. It's already facing criticism.
Of the single largest increases in defense spending history in this country.
The budget offers a stark new vision of national priorities. $54 billion more for defense and national security spending, and a 6% increase for Homeland Security, including $1.5 billion to build that border wall. Despite the president's repeated promises, Mexico would be paying for it. But there are also deep cuts, and it has some government workers worried about their future.
Tonight, our team is breaking down the budget. Chris Lawrence with the winners and the losers in all of this. But we begin with Chris Gordon. He's in Northwest D.C. with a closer look at the impact on employees. Chris?
Well, Jim, it seemed like everyone in the federal government was talking about this today. And tonight, some 300,000 federal employees who live in our area are anxious about their future in the government. Federal budget cuts are the trending topic of conversation among workers here at the EPA. Most who we asked say they are too concerned to speak publicly. But a few took us up on our invitation to comment on camera. Are you worried?
No, yeah.
And most of your coworkers here at the EPA today?
Everybody just waiting to see what happens.
I think everyone's just kind of in shock that this is reality right now.
Federal News Radio says its audience has been growing since President Trump took office.
So I think people are just generally concerned, worried about their jobs, worried about their pay and benefits. They don't particularly like some of the rhetoric that we're hearing about draining the swamp.
The National Treasury Employees Union represents workers in 31 agencies, including the EPA and HHS, where the proposed cuts are the deepest.
They are committed to doing good work for this country, and to be treated like swamp creatures or nameless, faceless bureaucrats, that sort of thing. It's really unfortunate.
Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen believes Democrats and Republicans will fight to change this budget.
We rely on a good federal workforce to provide services to the American people, whether it's getting your Social Security check, whether it's folks making sure that polluters don't get away with dirtying our air and contaminating our water, and yet this budget cuts all those important investments.
The unions that represent federal workers are asking their members to call or write their congressional representatives and senators. They're trying to mount a fight to save government jobs. I'll send it now to Chris Lawrence.
Yeah, Chris, that was a great glimpse of the people behind these numbers. And, you know, when you look at the big picture, it's pretty clear who wins and loses in this budget. And I can tell you, school choice and the Pentagon fall on the right side of that ledger. The president wants to increase defense spending by 9%, which works out to about $54 billion. The budget would add more than $4 billion to the Department of Veterans Affairs. And when it comes to choice, the president wants to up the school voucher program by more than $1 billion. He's also pouring money into the opioid epidemic, allocating another $500 million to drug prevention efforts. Now, look, to pay for all that, he's proposing to take from other agencies, and none more so than what Chris just mentioned, the EPA. President Trump wants to cut its budget by $2.5 billion, which works out to a whopping 31%. Other losers include Health and Human Services and the Departments of Transportation and Education. While we mentioned the boost to school vouchers, public school funding would actually see cuts. And look, you cannot look at Health and Human Services without thinking of the impact to one of our biggest employers, the National Institutes of Health. NIH is based right here in Bethesda. It could lose 18% of its budget, or somewhere in the realm of $6 billion. Vance.
Thanks, Chris. A lot of people weighing in on the president's budget proposal. Take a look at our results of our flash survey. So far, most say they disagree with the president's priorities. In order to vote, we invite you to the NBC Washington Facebook page.
Well, tonight it is clear that President Trump has no intention of backing down on his claims of wiretapping. The leaders of the House and Senate Intelligence Committees say they found no evidence to back up Mr. Trump's claims about the former president, Barack Obama. Today, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer aggressively pushed back when reporters asked whether his boss is ready to move on. President Trump is also vowing to fight the rulings in Maryland and Hawaii that suspended his new order that blocks visas for travelers in 6 countries. Blaine Alexander is tracking it all on Capitol Hill.
Today, another blow to the president's explosive claims that President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower. Leaders of the Senate Intelligence Committee dismissed those allegations, saying they see, quote, no indication that Trump Tower was the subject of surveillance by the U.S. government, right on the heels of House leaders saying the same thing.
I think you're going to find some very interesting items.
This despite the president just yesterday hinting at more evidence coming forward in 2 weeks. Today, reporters pushed the White House for more.
You somehow believe that you...
Of course they're going to be looking at these...
The bottom line is that the investigation by the House and the Senate has not been provided all of the information.
Also today, the White House on defense after strike 2 for the president's travel ban, knocked down by federal judges in Hawaii and Maryland hours before it was set to take effect.
We're going to fight this terrible ruling. We're going to take our case as far as it needs to go, including all the way up to the Supreme Court.
On Capitol Hill today, a battle on a different front, health care. The House Speaker now conceding the bill that he and other GOP leaders wanted will likely have to change to get all Republicans on board.
The goal here is get to a bill that can pass.
This after the bill made it through the House Budget Committee today.
The ayes are 19 and the noes are 17.
But just barely, 3 Republicans voting no, others still not on board. And next week, all eyes will be on the House Intelligence Committee, expected to focus on those wiretapping allegations as well as Russian hacking. Jim?
Thanks, Blaine. We're looking at weather now. Today's winter storm, or the winter storm on Tuesday, left a lot of snow and ice on cars, and some people still have not cleared off that snow and the ice, and that's creating some dangerous situations out on the road. Nearly 24 incidents have been reported in the past couple of days in Maryland alone. Most people had their windshields damaged. In at least one case, the driver had to go to the hospital.
When you think about ice, it's just as hard as a rock. And if your vehicle's traveling at 55 miles per hour and an object falls from the vehicle, it's going to travel at that speed or about that same speed.
This can pull you over if they feel your car is a safety violation. The fines range from $50 to $150. Doug here now. Doug, that snow is starting to melt.
Yeah.
So when do we get warm again? We liked it better that way.
I know, man. I mean, just looking back, March 1st, March came in great. It was 80 degrees. We set a record on the 1st of March. And then, yeah, things came tumbling down quickly. And right now, we're sitting in the 40s. And that's where we were today. High temperature, 40 degrees today, 42 degrees rather at the airport. So a little bit warmer than yesterday, not nearly as cold as we were yesterday. 45 Quantico, 45 in Fredericksburg, but still to the 30s to the north, 37 in Frederick, 37 as well towards Leesburg. Now we've seen the winds continue to gust upwards of 30 to 35 miles an hour, and the wind chill still at 32 D.C., 26 in Hagerstown, 33 Ocean City. So a very chilly night across our region, and that's the way we're going to be right on through the day tomorrow. Another cold start. Watch the refreeze. We saw a lot of melting today. Everything will refreeze again tonight, and by tomorrow morning, watch for slick spots. Milder by the afternoon. At least we get into the mid to upper 40s, and then tracking a weekend system. It's actually going to have a pretty big impact on our weekend, but maybe not the way you think. I'll explain that. I'll be back in just about 10 minutes.
All right, see you then. There are more and more pictures of missing kids popping up on your social media feeds, and it's getting the attention of some local leaders. This afternoon, D.C. police say they are stepping up efforts to bring those missing children and teenagers home. News 4's Kristen Wright with our report.
Faith Nelson was last seen January 13th. More than 2 months have gone by since the 16-year-old disappeared from Southeast D.C. Shantice Zimmerman, 15, hasn't been